The following is intended for mature audiences. Don't say we didn't warn you.
Very unsubtly, he, behind his back, hands Belle a bottle of wine and goes, "This is our house." Everybody sees it.
Ravachna, not even
She's
subtly
in
tries to grab
mourning.
it, actually just bowls through everybody and grabs it.
Hey!
Wait.
No!
She's in mourning. That's what
Hey.
She's in mourning!
does. As he says, hey, Gak just sort of behind him, hand firmly on the shoulder with a giant smile. Yes.
Nothing. Hey, welcome back to Mystics and Mistakes, the final episode of Season 1.
Life was a mistake.
Yeah, you're right.
We hope we can entertain you.
We probably can't, though.
Last week we left off with you guys heading back to Kine in your cart. There's been some, you could say, fighting between you. Alphonse is now a child.
Stab, kill, murder, stab, kill, murder!
Zorgak is now angry.
Stab, kill, murder, stab, kill, murder!
And the rest of you have all had your little...
The affinity against children is real in here.
You all had your
Except
little
you're not a
quarrels.
child.
Yeah, you're an adult.
You were literally talking about how you were the oldest member in the party.
Yeah.
Yes, I
we
know.
can beat
You've
you
all
as much as
had
we
your
please.
quarrels. And now you're heading back to Kine peacefully, without fighting, hopefully. You guys are in the cart. You're on your way back to Kine. It'll take maybe an hour until you get there. So far, you've seen pretty much nothing. You went back to the place that Marketh was and saw that he was not there anymore.
Is there any fire?
I'm the king!
The only fire that was there was the fire that you guys lit on that tree. It is still burning, but it's waning.
So we're back?
You're back in that general area, yes.
Okay.
Past few episodes have happened over the span of half an hour. It could still very easily be on fire.
It happened in a couple of days, actually.
Oh,
but
yeah.
The only reason you took so long was because you took
Well, no,
a while
like
to
the
get out of
fight?
time. The fight happened in a half an hour, yes.
The fight and then the stuff with Marketh, that happened
Yes.
over 45 minutes
Yes,
max.
all of that happened.
So it could very easily still be on fire.
Well, but then we spent the night
You
away
spent the
from the
night.
place.
You're about.
It's been a day.
You were
How
about a
is the
day
fire
out.
still going?
You're about a day out at walking pace, but with your new dire wolf, you could get back to Kine within the hour.
Oh,
You know it.
Dire wolves are awesome.
I want one, but I...
too bad. You already got your dog.
All right. So
I gave you that dog.
the tree is burning. You visited the place. Is there anything that you guys want to do while you're here?
I'm a
Let's investigate the area.
I'm a roll of perception. If
I want
that's
to
okay with
make
you.
an arcane check, actually.
You can make an investigation check.
Even better.
As far as you want to search for magic, go ahead and roll Arcana.
Thank you, Bobby.
That's more like it.
Say crap.
That's a 9.
A 9.
I got a 9.
With your modifiers?
Yep. Oh gosh. That's a 9.
There certainly was magic here
18.
not too long
18.
ago.
Okay, so you sense using your sense of good and evil, you still sense an evil presence, but not like it's actually emanating from something. It just feels like it's in the general area, just emanating.
Oh, that's probably because
Not from any one direct point. It's latent evil energy.
It's an Indian burial ground.
There's still residual evil energy here. Be
Well,
careful.
It was us.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Are we the bad guys here?
As far as what you found, you saw where Marketh landed. You see the giant footprints, and then you go, "Wait, I just realized I don't know how to track things." And you don't find any more footprints after that.
Guys, I think I'm retarded.
I could be honest with you.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I'm gonna look at the.
I'm a little retarded.
I'm gonna. What he just said that. I'm imagining Eon just said that
Yep.
exactly. So I'm gonna be like,
I said that.
okay, and I'm gonna look at exactly where he is. And check the exact same area.
Okay, go ahead and roll investigation.
I'm gonna be less...
With a big sigh, might I add.
Can I assist
Oh my
him in that?
goodness.
No.
And that's investigation.
Yes.
18.
All right, so you see footprints and then you see the rest of the footprints where Marketh probably walked off to. Same size, same shape, and they seem to have walked off into the forest.
I swear this
Let's
never
not
happened.
follow
Now I
that.
know we like Marketh. He seems like a very nice guy, but he was also going all demon-y.
we're not-
So I vote we not follow him.
Yeah.
No, we're not- he does-
Never
he
chase a
does not
man who
want
could
him to-
obliterate you with a look.
Don't chase
What,
a snake down
wait,
his hole.
what exactly happened?
Footprints. Demon.
Bad
We
stuff.
don't know yet. We just
One
we've
at
just
a
seen what we've
time.
seen.
I
We've
mean,
just
if
seen
you
what we've
want to go find Marketh, you're welcome.
He's right
to.
over
But
there.
he's kind of murdering
I-
right now.
Alphonse was not here when that happened.
That's
So we
yeah.
should let him find him.
No. Don't go looking
Okay.
He's
for him. We will explain everything to you.
It's like a
when we
werewolf,
get to the kingdom.
but like even more demon-y.
Yeah, it was kind of
You
bad.
could have just said, hey, he just had a random
I told you
episode.
he's murdery right now.
He turned demonic.
We're also not entirely
Somehow.
sure what happened. He just started going demon-y.
Also, he said I'm the king until he gets back. So that's
He didn't say that. He just handed you your crown.
to our people. This is a symbol of leadership that he entrusted upon
Okay.
me.
So maybe you shouldn't impose yourself on their values. You ever think about that? No.
You know what? You're right. Whatever. It's fine.
I mean, you can be a queen if you want.
At least he's gonna murder you.
Jack's just not even gonna say anything. Just hands up, turns around, walks away.
Can I borrow a d20 from somebody?
From the carriage, Argonauts
Bold
just
move
like,
for someone in
wait,
fisting distance.
who said that?
Bold move for somebody within fisting distance.
she goes to glare at you, and then she ends up sneezing. So it's not very intimidating.
Quiet
Also-
still has her ability to speak, correct?
Yes.
Belle says, "Bless you."
Thank you.
Still freaks me out every time.
Also,
really
Jack's not
happy
gonna be
now.
looking for anything per se. He's just gonna send the drone up to see if anything's coming our way.
Okay, go ahead and roll
She's
investigation.
just wishing a blessing.
Can I assist with the bird?
I'd like to.
Yes.
Yeah.
You may assist
Her
with the bird.
fiance is still dead.
Yeah.
Burp drone.
Okay.
She's not over it.
Thanks for that assistance, buddy.
No problem.
Oh boy. Hooey. What's that? Would that be again?
What'd you roll? Investigation?
Oh wait, investigation. Then that would be a solid 13.
13. You look around the area, you see where he walked off to, but you don't really see much after he gets to the forest.
So he went off, and I like point general direction. He went off that way. But besides that, it looks like we're alone out here.
You should
Then
not-
let's go back to Kine immediately. I see no reason to stay here even a single second longer.
We
Let's
gotta
go.
make this quick. We
Yeah,
still
we gotta
have a
get back
mission to
quick.
complete.
We have an important mission. We have a mission of honor.
So you all get in the cart and you take off. The dire wolf is going at a ridiculously fast pace. It takes about an hour and a half to get to Kine, and when you get there,
It took us 3 days to get here before.
oh yeah, that's because your mastiff is not a beast of burden. But you get there, the cart's there now, and you see pretty much what you left it as. It's kind. There's people bustling about. There's a lot more trade carts than normal, but other than that, nothing really out of place.
I immediately go. Let's go to the council. The people who are under Marketh.
You're
Will they be able
going. You're
plan
going
a
to the
funeral for
palace.
us?
Yes.
Okay.
The big political area where the people who are important
The
are.
throne room.
You're
Yeah.
going
Be
to the
sure
palace.
We're making sure they're going to organize a funeral for Wari, right?
Yes, but first we should
First,
probably
that's first.
make sure that the kingdom is not at risk.
I mean,
Her body is preserved. When we're safe, we'll bury her. Well, I'll even ask if they can throw a parade.
All right.
All right.
put her to rest, but we just gotta make sure we're
Please
not
don't
gonna
throw
die
a
first.
parade.
Why
This
would
many
you throw a
festivities?
parade?
We gotta make sure that
I'm
we're
sorry,
not
but
gonna join her before
We
we go
have
to rest.
pressing
you know?
matters. You know, the whole fate of the entire continent.
That's why I'm saying we do it after.
You're going to the palace. You arrive at the front doors. You pull the cart to the side so that it doesn't get hit by any of the other carts, and you start piling out. The two guards at the doorway see you holding the crown, and they both just drop their weapons.
things went to shit. Can one of you get this child clothes that actually fits him? Because he's still wearing
I'm
his
tired of
baggy
looking at
clothes.
his butt.
Just something nice that he can wear so he
Dude,
doesn't
never.
have to.
I am
One of
very
them,
tired.
one of them
Not
pulls out
appropriate.
a string and starts
Extremely
like
appropriate.
Yeah.
just
Dude,
fiddling with this string, and as he's doing that, the other guards start piling out of the castle, and they're all just lining up on the staircase up to the front door.
Oh, great.
Commander Johnson comes out, and he looks at you. What happened?
He handed
have
me the
no
crown,
idea.
told me.
I'm not talking to you. Silence.
I was gonna say maybe now's not the best time to pipe
What?
up, good buddy.
Happened.
Maybe we should talk about this in front of less ears.
Get inside now. He walks inside into the throne room and waits for you.
I follow him. The party can come.
Yeah, we're following him.
One of the guards pulls Alphonse to the side and says, "We're gonna get you some clothes. You can't go in there like this."
They would. That would be bad.
I mean, baggy clothing like this does not suit me, especially because, you know,
We'll get you some clothes. Come with me.
thanks.
He takes you and leads you off to a different part of the palace.
Okay.
The rest of you all tumble into the throne room, I'm guessing is where you want to go.
Wherever they're going,
They're going to
so
the throne
goes our
room.
nation.
All right. Nobody is pushing you in there. Nobody's leading you in there. They're letting you do it at your own pace.
Honestly, Gag's not sure what to do with himself, so he's just sort of awkwardly trailing behind him like a kid at a supermarket.
Yeah. Commander Johnson is just sitting on the stairs in front of the throne room with his hands over his face. It looks like he might be weeping, but at the same time,
I'm not that.
it looks like he might be weeping, but at the same time, it looks like he's probably just absolutely stressed.
I've been there before.
No one else is around except the party now and Johnson, right?
Yeah, everybody except for 2 guards and you guys.
And Alphonse is gone.
Alphonse is gone. Yes.
Some sort of he had control of himself for a little bit. He asked me to take care of things, and he said, "I cannot die. I'm not allowed to die." And then he turned kind of evil, and we were able to escape, but he did attack and essentially blew shit up. He's literally resonating with evil.
Yes, I know.
You were aware of this condition?
I am.
Yeah, maybe you can tell us what happened now.
What the hell?
There are 3 people who know about this.
Okay.
Marketh, myself, and his wife. And he didn't tell you because he knew you would throw a hissy fit if he did.
Yeah, he's in some sort of. Is he in danger?
No. That's the problem.
Is he in danger to
He
others?
is
He
not in danger in any
danger to
way,
us.
but now
That's all
he is a
important.
danger to everyone else in the entire world.
Is the danger.
Oh,
Marketh sold his soul
what?
to protect you.
Me?
What?
In what way?
Huh?
Wait, is that why he's all demony?
Yes.
How did he sell his soul to protect? Yeah,
How did he even know he was in danger?
I would definitely sell a hissy fit.
I mean,
I don't know the specific details. All I know is Marketh decided that if anybody were to survive this, he would rather it be you.
So he sold his soul to keep me alive.
And he sold it to a demon.
Which demon?
Hell if I know. All I know is that it could potentially kill every one of us.
and even if we did know which one, unless we have a portal to where they are and a very reliable way to kill them, that doesn't seem like our best option.
As you guys are talking, a guard bursts in through the door and shouts, "Sir! Important news!
Oh no.
The kingdom of Telos has backed off. They're not attacking anymore."
That could be. Oh Lord.
That sounds like good news, though.
That sounds like a bunch of innocent people might have been slaughtered by a demon.
Do you know anything else?
It sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of this, honestly. Where did you last see him go off to?
We can show you. It's not that far away from here.
We know the site.
Which direction?
Oh,
North, south?
I sort of gesture roughly where I.
He went north.
Yeah, north.
Yeah.
I gesture that way.
Okay. If it were north, he wouldn't have gone after the kingdom of Telos. So this must be a different force.
How?
There's a lot more at play here than we know.
Yes, it might be the cults making moves.
Well, why would they do that either?
Well, that kingdom is currently under the rule of the cult that Alphonse was part of. It might be my cult that I was formerly associated with taking control.
Yes, but Beretta has not stopped attacking.
Yes, that's true.
They wouldn't divide their forces like that. In fact, they have gone full force into our borders. We're barely holding them off.
Perhaps we should send a unit of scouts in.
Maybe they're trying to distract you.
Maybe.
If I was going to hit someone like that, I'd have something else going on.
Regardless, we should stay vigilant on all fronts.
You will organize a party to go investigate later. For now, we have to deal with the matters at hand. This is a blessing. Whether we realize it or not, we are now able to divide some of our army's forces to help in Breda and to track down Marketh.
Is sending a unit after him?
I actually
Good
don't
idea.
think you
It's-
should bother with Bretta right now.
We
This
don't have a choice.
guy-
Either
literally-
either we deal with Breda, or they deal with us.
We're
We
at
don't have a
war.
choice. They're the ones attacking us.
We can't just.
Maybe we could tell them that they're just as likely to get wiped off the face of the earth as we are.
Oh yes, please don't attack us. We have we have more important business.
I'm just saying, they're just as much at risk as we are.
That's no.
Eventually, one day, maybe, if he goes that direction. But for now, it's our problem.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. None of this matters. We need to find the king. If
Well-
he stays out there, we're all going to die.
Isn't the bigger concern that he's going to find us?
Yes.
Well, I've got good news and bad news on that front. We can take you to where we last saw him, and he'll be pretty easy to follow.
Yeah,
He's
pretty much.
leaving a path of fiery
He's not really.
destruction.
He wasn't
Isolating
exactly
himself
being
with stealth.
discreet.
No.
We can't leave here, though.
We could
We
come
Damn
in
right.
instead.
I have to stay here, and you have to stay here now as
Eon,
well.
you've got a bird, don't you?
It can't go that far away from me. It's kind of a piece of my soul.
That's unfortunate.
Neither of us can leave the capital now. We have to stay here.
Great.
We'll send out a search party in the morning.
They're
For
gonna
now-
die.
What?
Your search party's gonna die.
Tell them to approach with extreme
might.
caution.
That's,
But
that's
all
kind
of
my
our
job.
soldiers,
line
all of our
for-
soldiers are prepared for that.
They knew what they signed up for.
Exactly.
But if they receive proper guidance, say from us,
We're not out to take him down. We're out just to find out where he is. We will make the step based off of where he is.
So no one is going to be attacking Marketh.
See, I wouldn't rule that out, but for now.
The man could
wouldn't-
literally destroy an army. As,
I wouldn't do
as
it
you
with a
have
full-
witnessed
Yes.
previously.
You were part of the reason he was able. You,
All I'm saying
used
is,
you to
if he
destroy
comes
an
this
army.
way, we're going to have to slow him down.
Somehow.
It's going
Now
to be
you
nearly
gotta get-
impossible.
For now, get some rest. We'll make plans in the morning.
First, we have a funeral to attend, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah,
we,
Funeral?
we lost Wari.
Our greatest fighter.
Yep.
She died very valiantly.
Bring her body to the clerics. We will prepare it and bury it in the royal grave.
Appreciated.
Up to your rooms. I need time to think.
Ditto.
Drinks at my place?
No.
Yeah,
No
why the hell
drinking.
not? I could do with a bit of drinking.
Belle will take you up on that.
In memoriam
Don't-
of your fiance.
She's already
I will-
drinking plenty to
I
her
will
memory.
monitor
Drinking.
her alcohol
Don't do
consumption.
that.
Me and Ian will keep an eye on her.
So you guys all head up to your room and get
It's
ready
like
for
a
the night.
shawl.
The rest of you are in bed,
Oh, I'm
either very restless or sleeping like a baby. You can decide.
I'm very lonely.
That's a D12.
sleeping like a baby. I know what it was.
Okay.
I'm checking on Belle. Ravaka can't sleep.
Okay.
Bella's very lonely. She can't sleep.
Even after the alcohol?
You didn't have much.
I do. We went back to my place to drink.
How drunk am I?
You promised me, Eon.
Hold on.
Roll for the
You make it
alcohol.
home, or you're just like on my couch downstairs.
Roll
just-
survival.
Oh my goodness.
No!
Let's see.
I did say. I would
Also,
keep
where
it.
is she?
Yeah, you were like, I'm gonna keep
She's
her
in
from
bed.
going too
She's in
far.
bed.
Okay, so she did make it home.
Yes, they're all
You have
with
an
you.
18.
Oh, they're all but at my
18.
house. Oh.
You are not that drunk actually.
Okay.
The buzz that you got has kind of faded now, and now you're just lonely.
So yeah, Bravakna goes to check on Belle.
Yeah. Can I roll perception to know if she's in distress?
Yes.
Wow, that's a powerful dice roll.
All right.
What's your passive perception?
Perception. My
My
passive
passive?
perception.
My
not
passive?
yours. Yes,
Oh.
yours.
12.
12. What'd you roll?
Yeah. I rolled a 16.
Okay.
Modified.
Yeah, you can see that she is. Eh,
Right. So,
eh, eh. I should've
Argandel,
made you do an insert roll then.
because elves don't sleep, they meditate.
How many times have you mentioned that? Elves don't sleep.
Sleep.
They
They
meditate.
Kind of opens his eyes and looks towards you and kind of walks up to you.
Sad human.
You alright?
Not really.
Sorry, you missed all of that.
What happened?
Don't know.
I don't want to know.
I'm not good at
I
things.
don't know.
Not yet. I'm not. Oh.
All right. What are you doing?
So,
He just asked how I was.
Right.
And I was like,
so
not great.
looking at Belle, Argandel just like, first of all, I want to apologize for how crazy I've been towards you. It was a little uncalled for, but the point I'm trying to make is that I understand the kind of loss that you're going through right now, and I just want to assure you that it does heal over time, and that's a promise.
Bella
Then
nods.
He just goes back to his bed and does exactly what he was doing before.
Okay.
Ravakna went to check on Belle.
Just in the
to see
corner?
whether or not she was
Fuck.
inebriated or okay.
So you hear this conversation. I'm guessing you don't mind that
No.
he's
In
standing there.
fact, if
Okay.
Argandel passes by Ravakna, does he pass by Ravakna as he goes?
Yes.
Pat him on the shoulder. Good job. Proud of you. Get your stuff together.
Ravakna, make an insight check.
Oh. That is a 12.
12. So you can see that she's as well.
It's not okay, but it's going to be okay. Get over here.
Belle
Go.
hugs you. She needed a hug.
All right. The rest of the night passes pretty uneventfully. You wake up in the morning at a little after sunrise. A couple of the beds are empty. Alphonse's bed is empty. Ellie's bed is empty. And Eon's bed is empty. Eon, you've been called down to the throne room pretty much at the crack of dawn, and you're exhausted. Nothing that's gonna give you disadvantage or anything, but you're tired.
Drink.
Johnson's going over your responsibilities
It's going
as
around.
as stand-in king.
Oh God.
It's boring as
Yeah.
roll to see how bored you are.
I was gonna say, can I take out a bottle and just?
Roll
I'm gonna need
history
this.
to see how bored you are.
15.
15. You know most of the stuff that he's saying already, so this is really f***ing boring.
Bruh, I lived through half this shit.
Shut up. I have to do this. I've been over this like 3 times.
Is he actually, like,
don't have a
hungover?
choice.
No. I drink like a champ.
Oh.
Taking
I'm
it like
imagining
a
it was
champ.
I
You can
imagine it
tune me
was,
out.
like covering his eyes like.
You can tune me out if you wish. I don't care. I just have to do this for formality's sake.
Okay.
Dear Lord. Rest of you are in your room, waking up. Anything any of you want to do?
Deck's gonna start tinkering with stuff.
Okay.
Like, he'll go over.
Except for you.
Ravaka just wants to know who
Book is still there.
who's putting together the funeral.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't we backtrack for a minute then? Alphonse, you wake up.
Yeah. Well. He, as he wakes up, he starts looking under his bed, sees the book, and goes, maybe this will make them. Maybe this will kind of. Maybe this should stay here.
So are you leaving it under the bed?
I'm leaving it under the bed. It's kind of like near the edge where maybe a person could see.
Okay. So if
Perception.
that's metagaming. Nope.
No, that's understand. But like, if somebody like checks the room, they can probably they'll most definitely see
Yes.
it.
All right. So Commander Johnson has sent some guards to get you and Ellie. You're loaded up onto a ship, and you meet a small group of colonists. It's about 20 or so people.
Okay.
They all introduce themselves to you. They say it'll be great working with you, and that's about
Likewise.
the interaction you have with them.
Good. All right.
And then you set sail.
All right. This is going to be an interesting experience.
Indeed, it will be. Do they have booze?
See, I hope that they do, but I can't drink yet.
I'll turn a blind eye this one time.
You're gonna with his
She will
brain.
feed the child, and then she's getting him drunk. As long as we're all aware of that.
She's gonna turn him into a wolf. He's gonna come back with fucking ears.
He's gonna have wolf aids. She's gonna give him wolf aids.
Concern.
Massive amounts of concern.
I'm so happy
no,
she left
no,
me
but
so I
wait,
could
wait.
tap that.
Concern.
All right.
I wonder if
Got
they have that
circles.
fine whiskey that I. Wait, who had that? Who took it?
It either got drank or
I
destroyed.
think that was me.
I think it got drank and then destroyed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was me.
Ellie,
I
could-
apologize.
Look for Finland fine whiskey.
Finland fine whiskey. Oh.
Still not shark
That's
people
canon
whiskey.
now. All right. I like
Still
that.
not shark people whiskey, though.
Foreshadowing.
Finland fine whiskey.
Okay.
All right. Comes back to you guys. You're getting your lecture. You're all waking up. Gak is tinkering with things. Anybody else want to do anything?
Ravakna wants to ask who's putting together the funeral.
You're asking the guards.
Yeah, everybody. Just asking until he finds out.
One of the guards in front of the door says, the clerks of the palace should be putting it together.
Take me there.
All right.
I'm gonna follow
And
Belle
come with-
wants
and
to go.
Belle comes with me.
Okay. They escort both of you to the cathedral area of the palace.
Jack's going to.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just following Ravagna.
All right.
we're all
of
just
you,
going.
All of you go
Everybody.
to the cathedral.
This place is what that's what we came to this
Everybody
place
sad.
You see on the front
Sad
podium,
boys.
like how it, you know how generally they have a casket and a place to set it. There is a podium for the body, and you see Wari prepared all of her armor's been taken off, and her cloth robes have been left on her. What is all now?
Belle is sad.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's
Belle
got,
is
got
very
that.
sad.
she's got
Who's our-
flowers.
Should she roll for it?
How sad
Roll for
am
grievance.
I?
No, you don't need to roll for this. You can just decide how sad.
Very sad.
Okay. She's got flowers all along her little pedestal, and her arms are crossed, her eyes are closed, and she just lays there. One of the clerics comes up to you and puts his hand on your shoulder, and he says, "I'm incredibly sorry for your loss."
She had the rings on her hand.
Would you like me to take them off?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to take both of them off?
Yeah. Yes.
So he goes up and he puts his hands into a bowl of water up in front of the pedestal, and then he drags them out, takes a cloth that's hung up there, wipes them off, and then goes to take the rings off. It's very ceremonious and it's very official how he's doing this. So he's treating the body with the utmost respect. He brings the rings to you and hands them. He reaches out for your hand and places them in your hand.
I kind of close my hand around them very, very gently, like I'm handling a small mouse or something.
Okay. If there's anything you would like to say before we bury her, now is the time.
Jack
Start the
doesn't.
last viewing.
Oh, yeah. Jack doesn't say anything, but he sort of steps up, looks over at Ravagna. I'm not sure how you do these things where you come from, but it's not much. And then puts a little wooden carving of a dragon sort of on the pedestal next to her, trying not to disturb the body as much
you
as
put
possible.
You put it where the flowers are, right?
Exactly.
Yep.
And then just sort of respectfully backs away.
Okay. Anybody else?
So Ravagna pulls out a small bowl out of his pocket. He says, "I got this at the bar we met. Go with pride wherever you go."
Argandel pulls out one of the dart that he took from Mori a while back.
Oh.
He goes up to the casket and he says, "I'm sorry, this belonged to you."
Oh.
Takes a step back.
That's so cute.
Didn't you dip that in poison?
No.
That was the only dart that wasn't dipped in poison, I
Yeah.
think.
Yep.
The single dart in our
the-
entire group.
The one untainted dart.
Belle, would you like
he
to
gets back.
say anything or do anything?
Bella's just going to walk up and kiss her hand and then just place her hand on Wari's forehead.
Okay.
That's it.
As you finish up your last goodbyes, the clerics come up. They gather the knickknacks and things that you've put along and all the flowers, and they bring in a casket. They line the casket with all of the things that you've given and all the flowers, and then they gently take her body, set it in the casket, close it, and bring it outside. You followed them out into the royal graveyard. There is a lot of tombstones, and then there is a big tomb. It's an actual building. They open up the door to the tomb and bring her down into the tomb where they lay her to rest. You walk out of the tomb with them, and they close the door.
Many sad boys.
You're right.
I missed the funeral. Damn it.
You did?
Yeah.
He was too busy being a king.
I had
You're
to-
busy
I had
kinging.
kingly duties.
You were the king. You can go in there and say goodbye whenever you wish.
Oh, I would I was gonna bury her with a,
Whenever you
a
wish.
sword.
Whenever you wish, as long as you're not getting lectured.
I know. I don't want to. I'm gonna drink.
All right. Would anybody like to do anything?
Cry.
Cry.
Can I?
Roll to see how bored you look right now.
Actually, I would like to do something. How far away are we?
3.
Okay, you look absolutely annoyed and bored out of your mind, and Commander Johnson just looks at you and goes, "F it, I don't care." He takes all the papers and throws them in the air. Go f off, I don't care. And he storms out of the room.
I would like to take some of my money that I had, like, from my bank, however the system works.
You have access to all of the royal funds now.
Holy shit!
Would you like me to tell you how many are in?
How much gold is that?
Yes.
That is something that Johnson went over. Could I have a pen and paper?
You're only gonna tell it to him. I want.
Wait,
to
put it
know.
on mine. that
Yeah.
is-
You can't do
Filthy,
this.
stinking rich now.
Holy
Whatever.
Buy us a warship.
A flying one.
Buy us 2 warships and let Gak put legs on them.
This is not Supreme Commander. No.
Wait a second.
It is
Like
absolutely
a chicken
not
walking
thing.
through the house.
Is that a thing you could actually theoretically do?
I mean, if
If
DM
the
allows
DM
it, I could just adapt my construct technology and make it bigger.
That's
That's how
like,
the buildings work. They took small
that's like-
technology and made
Made it bigger.
You could. Totally. Damn, that's a lot of money.
Okay, I'm not gonna
Okay,
ask.
all
I want to know,
the griffin
how many zeros?
that was at the pet shop that Wari was looking at.
Oh
my
no.
goodness.
I am buying that for quiet.
Oh.
Okay.
As a
DM.
thing, as
You order one of your guides to take some of the royal funds and go purchase a griffin.
yes, the one that was at the pet shop, the exact one she was looking at.
Yep.
And I would like to take it to quiet and say, your fiance wanted this. This is a gift from our kingdom for her service.
Okay. You tell the guard to go buy a griffin from that shop, and they're off doing that right now. Yes.
So I'm assuming that I'm up on the ship.
You are on the ship right now,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm on the ship, obviously. How far away exactly?
You have gotten, at this time, it's probably been about an hour, so you're a good 50 nautical miles away.
Yikes. So I guess I'm going to be near the bow of the ship. Yes, I'm correct. And I'm going to look to where Kine is. And
You can't see it in the distance at
obviously
this
not.
point.
Yeah, but looking at the general
Yeah.
direction.
Rough direction where it be.
Yes. Alphonse is just going to say, I'm not a religious man, but and he looks up to the sky. Stay safe and don't let that maniacal man take control of you.
Right. So, the rest of you are in the kingdom currently. They've come back with the griffin, and they've presented it to you. You've presented it to Belle, and you now have a griffin.
She go hug you.
Commander Johnson comes in the room, sees the griffin.
Wait, is this in
It
the-
seemed appropriate.
He turns around and walks up.
Wait, this is the same room that the
This is the throne room.
Okay. I was about to be
There's
like
a griffin in the throne room.
They're pretty lax about the throne room.
That sounds like a song. There's a griffin on the throne.
Yes. Other than that, nothing really eventful happens. What would you like to do?
Toast.
Oh, I would also like to buy
Without alcohol.
some more of that magical.
God,
Actually,
please,
you,
no.
You have a tab to pay, my dear sir. And I would like to.
I
also-
did say it was going to be after we dealt with everything in the situation.
Argendelle just looks at him with a coy smile, just like,
Also, I would like to ask someone who would know about the magical alcohol, that made her talk, how long that will last and how we can
Yes,
get more
that
of
is-
that.
That is necessary.
It's,
Yeah, and I have the
magical
bottle.
alcohol. You're
I
just
took-
asking one of the guards?
I
No,
took the-
I'm gonna have them bring like a wizard or something.
I took the
Like some-
remains.
like the- like the- like-
you want the palace spellcaster?
Ask his sister or something.
Ravachna
Like that.
took
Somebody
the
who
remains.
would actually know.
The guy who made it actually is in the palace,
Yeah.
so they bring him to
Ravachna
you.
has some left.
I have I don't have any of the. I have the remains of the bottle that I could tell
All right.
was the one that gave her the speaking
So
ability.
he shows up, and you hand the bottle to him.
Yeah.
He looks at it and goes, "This is some of the finest stuff I've ever made."
I look at him and I go, I need more.
Well, actually, you shouldn't need more. That's kind of what this is designed to do. It's kind of a one-shot wonder sort of drink. You should be good,
Okay. Also,
unless you just want to get drunk, in which case I can
No,
provide plenty of that.
No, stop it! I don't need you
Eh,
enabling her.
eh.
Neither, none of you.
He's a
Only one gold a bottle.
I just kind of
That-
wink. I'm like,
Dylan.
so
Dylan.
you know the
He's
stock.
he's just a mischievous bartender at an Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. Enjoy.
I will
Have that.
I will defenestrate you.
I
No,
don't
you
know
won't.
what you're talking about.
Also, the stock that was in the cart. How much would that cost to replace it in its entirety?
Oh yes, we're very interested.
You didn't lose that, did you?
No, this man destroyed it all.
See,
I
you
had
should
my
need-
reasons, but yes, how much?
I heard 2,000.
Okay.
200,000, I'm assuming. Or
How many zeros?
Hey, you whispering? You're gonna tell me anyway.
Yes. Well, you owe the Kingdom of Kine 2,000 gold pieces.
Put it on my tab.
That's a lot of enchanted wine.
Alright.
That stuff isn't cheap.
Alright.
And
how is it that
Ravachna pays his debts.
How is it that you're the one we can't take anywhere, not me?
Hey, I stand by what I did. I'll pay him my
I don't think
debts.
anybody-
as long as you pay for it, I have no problem.
You know,
Exactly.
I have another solution. Why don't you help me make more? I could use somebody with
Bill
your
feels slightly
stature.
responsible and would like to help.
I could use your help.
You don't have
The
any.
mischievous bartender intensifies.
Are we just gonna
I'll
start?
help.
Are we just gonna start a bar while we're waiting? Cause
We should buy a bar.
let's do. Oh,
I'll help.
That is a 4.
Okay, he did not roll nearly as well either. So very unsubtly, he like behind his back hands Belle a bottle of wine and goes, "This is on the house. Everybody see it."
Ravachna like not even like
She's
subtly
in
tries to grab
mourning.
it, like actually like just bowls through everybody and grabs it.
Hey,
Wait.
No,
Wait,
she's
as
in
he
mourning.
says,
That's a woman.
Hey,
she's in mourning.
does. As he says, hey, Gak just sort of behind him, hand firmly on the shoulder with a giant smile. Yes.
nothing.
That's what I thought.
how much would it be to buy a bar?
I mean,
What are we gonna use a bar for?
We could totally.
Why
buy-
are we talking out about a bar
We
here?
could start a bar.
Wait.
Name it War.
Please don't name a bar after
We
my dead
name it-
fiance.
The Punching Dragon.
Ah, I like.
Okay.
Okay, I actually kind of like this idea.
Yes.
Yes! Let's buy a bar!
It's like stuff people in a midlife crisis do.
As long as it has a fight pit, I'm in.
Let's do it. Let's buy a bar.
Oh,
At the
someone's
door.
knocking.
Guys, I think that's the door.
I go get it.
I don't like that knock.
I go get it.
As you're walking towards the door, the knocking intensifies.
Wait.
Everything hurts.
Guys,
I don't like this.
Are you gonna open the door?
Perception to roll to recognize
No,
knocking.
Gak's gonna back slowly away.
can I do sense? Can I sense whether or not it's evil? Sense evil.
Yes.
Oh, evil! Evil!
Go
Get
ahead.
to security.
You don't need to roll for that, do you?
Nope.
Okay. Yes, it's evil.
Oh, that
announce
is.
it?
I shout. I do the mermaid. I do. Evil! Get to safety, everybody! Evil! Evil!
Gak's fucking booking it.
As you
As
you're
both
shouting,
swords,
the
walks away
knocking,
from the door.
I'm drawing my single short
the
sword.
slamming
Pulls out,
on the
Ravachna
door.
pulls out his hammer and gets to a
Hold on,
point
hold
of
on.
cover.
As you're yelling, the slamming on the door gets louder and louder and louder. You're all just
Butt cheeks clench.
You're all back to the throne, weapons at the ready, not making a sound, and then it stops.
I don't like this.
Can I roll a perception check to see if like I can
No,
hear
it's only-
anybody walking around?
No.
Argandel's just.
Gak, open the damn door right now.
Not open the door.
No.
You're gonna have to make me.
Is Johnson in here?
No.
Is it too late to fix my bow?
Oh, actually. Hand me that for a sec.
Can he fix it?
I just grab all the pieces, just like side chucks it towards you.
I just mend it quickly, like cast mending on it.
Okay.
Toss it back to him.
Hang on 1 second.
Oh,
Last
Okay.
minute night.
and a few shotgun shells affixed 2 arrow shafts.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh,
All right.
do I want to
So
use that?
the guards that are in the room with you are just pointing their spears towards the door, waiting for anything to happen.
One of you guys open the door.
I got this.
Fuck that.
No.
No.
I got
No.
this. Takes out drone. It can lift up to 60 pounds.
Oh,
Okay.
I was going to use my
I was just
mage
gonna
hand,
use
so
Are you
that
just gonna
works too.
crack the door open?
Just like have it.
How far is the door away?
The throne room is a good 60 feet long.
Well, can't use that then.
Yeah. So there's like. So are there any tables or anything?
No, it's just an empty throne room.
Gag's taking cover behind the chair.
Okay.
And just sort of having it gently, slowly wedge the door open.
All right. So you're putting your drone
I didn't
through
name
the
my
door.
griffin.
Like having
then
it
just
have,
shutting
use
it.
its little claw thingies
What
to
do I
turn
name
the
it?
handle and.
You may not get the chance.
So you send your drone out.
If that
It
griffin
closes the door
dies-
behind it, so nothing else can get
Wari,
in.
2,
And
I'm not gonna
you
name the
see
griffin Wari.
nothing.
Octavius.
Not like
There's
nothing.
nothing out there.
Like nothing.
I
Nothing.
roll
or
a
like
card?
there's
I
nothing.
know what I'm
There's
naming
nothing
it.
out there.
Like
Guys.
not like everything is gone.
Like there's, well, okay.
Like-
You see the outside of the throne room, like the hallway and everything.
Okay.
I thought you were saying.
I thought you meant like all the
crater
matter had been
just-
wiped out.
Everything's gone.
Nothing.
Like the end of the universe.
Like,
No.
You meant like no Tarrasque or.
There's no people there.
Wasn't there guards out there?
There were.
I hate to
Can I roll Arcana?
everybody.
Go ahead.
Just like, okay.
Can I sense evil?
Go ahead and roll with advantage, Argandel.
Okay. Oh, good.
Liam will understand this. I'm naming my griffin Tenacious.
Modified 19.
I did understand that.
Modified 19.
You've seen this before.
Does he say that?
Gag rolled a 21.
You have this sense of foreboding, and your heartbeat quickens. All of a sudden, you just feel like something is extremely wrong. Like you need to run.
Guys, we have to get out of here.
Do I still sense evil?
Fine
Yes.
by me.
Still evil.
I don't know what's
It's
going
not,
on,
It's not
but
directly outside the door anymore. It is, but it is still in the general area.
I sense something.
Same. It's not
We
out
have
the
to
door.
get out.
Should we leave?
And I'm gonna start like looking for an exit, like
Alright.
other than the front
yeah.
door.
Yep. Go ahead. Investigation.
Investigation. That's gonna be 15.
There's not much in terms of exits. There is the main door, and then about 30 feet up, there are some mosaic windows that you could probably smash through, but you'd have a hard time getting up there.
How far up?
I do have
How
rope.
high up is the building we're in?
30 total. It's a good 50 feet, but the mosaic windows start at 30 feet.
Right.
Gag could have pointed to the officer in the room who either like has the biggest hat or just looks like they are the highest rank. There's got to be some sort of emergency exit, right?
Not that I know of.
Would I would I
Go
know
ahead and
VCF?
roll.
I would fucking know.
Go ahead and roll history with advantage.
Okay, March.
Well, the first one was a 19, so
What was the other one?
the second one was a 3.
Okay,
so.
yeah, 19. So you remember that underneath the throne there's a hatch.
Pop up buttons.
Sees him going, just immediately starts shoving it.
All right.
I'm gonna just use levitate and just.
It's too heavy for levitation.
Levitate can lift up to
But
600
he's
pounds.
boy. He can move.
600 pounds.
500
Yeah.
actually, but yeah.
But
Levitate
don't
is-
waste, don't
Hang
waste
on.
your spell. Gak is strong boy. He can move it.
Let's all
levitate
do it.
is just gonna.
Right.
Hang on. I'm looking.
Don't waste
I'm
your
looking
spell
at some
slot,
stuff
you
here. I'm trying to find.
polymignon.
Wait.
Also,
It's
Internet-
still probably too heavy for levitate.
Holy crap!
Yeah.
How heavy is it?
Or
I can't tell you that.
Strong boys
Strong
unite.
boys.
Yeah,
Push.
just let the strong
Me and-
boys
me
do
and-
it.
me
Well,
and
you
Jack-
guys are working this out.
Strong
We just
choice.
shoulder
You don't
checked
need
it.
to roll with this. You can shoulder check it out of the way.
Yeah, just.
While they're doing that,
you
can I,
going?
can I roll a history to, like, know what I remember this
Go
from?
ahead. Roll with advantage.
Oh, good. Okay. So that would be like a 19.
All right. You remember all of a sudden the events of your past. The village, everything. The same thing that's happening here was how it started at your village.
Guys, we have to get out. My brother's coming. We have to leave.
Your brother is coming? I thought he was.
I'll
You know what?
explain later.
Not a time to question
I'm
it.
not gonna
Let's
question
get
it.
going.
Get out of here. Go, 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 go.
Going.
God dang it,
Go,
you're
go,
ruining my heart.
Jumps down.
Break it.
Also, you take up
Break
the
it
front,
in.
I'll take up the back, just in case
Can
anything
do.
tries to f us up.
Ravakna hikes up the head and runs out.
Before you even get out to the hatch door, the fist goes flying through it, and Johnson just pops out of the hole. Get the in now.
Going.
Jumping.
I bring back
Jumps
my
in.
construct. Drone.
All right. So you guys are now in the hatch, basically in this small little crawl space, crawling down the direction. It splits off into multiple paths, and Johnson just directs you through each path. Does anybody know what's going on here? He says as he's crawling through the tunnel.
Evil.
Apparently Argendale's brother is here.
I know.
Shit.
Evil.
Apparently Argendale's
People
brother
are
is
being
here.
murdered and coming back.
Yes, they.
Butt cheeks clenched tighter.
Oh, so it actually is your brother. Great.
My brother.
Also,
He has mastery
no.
over the dead. He can bring anyone he wants back.
And we just
He only
buried
seeks to
War.
gain more power.
Oh shit.
She's already dead. I don't think that's how that works.
but do you know that?
No.
Just give it our luck.
Yeah.
It's
Isn't it
necromancer.
entirely
Wait,
possible that
wait.
this day could be awful?
Yeah.
Wait. He's bringing the dead back?
Not in a good way, in a murdery way.
Oh, I know.
So far, what I've seen is when one person gets killed by the undead, they turn into the undead.
Okay,
It's
so you
zombie
can't bring
apocalypse.
people back who died naturally.
I wouldn't think so,
And
but
it's-
I wouldn't know.
Sounds
God.
like it's not really
Is-
bringing them back per
is-
se.
He's gonna bring Maury back.
I don't know.
And is that even a thing that can happen?
I don't want Maury to be an undead.
I don't want them to bring my parents back.
Guys, we can't think about this
we
right
got-
now.
we gotta go.
As you're
We gotta go.
crawling, you reach the end of the tunnel, and it's just dirt. Johnson just starts pushing at it, and eventually he breaks through. There's a wood panel there that's being covered by dirt on the other side, and it's seeped through into the inside. He pushes it all out and says, "This way, come on, quickly." He hops out and helps all of you out.
Are we all
I
out
wanna
in the
stay in
open
the-
now?
You're all outside right now.
Just a little bit of flavor, like when it's Gak's turn to get out. Gak fucking bolts because he doesn't do well underground.
So you guys are now on the side of a hill. You see the little hole where
How close are we to where we were?
Right.
you're. Okay. If the palace is on the backside of Kine, and then there's wilderness behind it, you're in that wilderness behind it.
Okay.
Probably not going to be much, but turns around, puts a few smaller 1d10 mines like in the entrance of the hole that'll be set off if anything's coming after us.
Yeah.
Ravakna's gonna listen closely to see if he can hear like screaming or something like that from the city. How far we're away from the danger.
Yep. Go ahead.
Quick question.
Yes.
Modified
Would
20.
dispel magic work against your brother by any chance?
Are you saying this in character?
No, I'm just curious.
Okay. Well, put a hold on that for a second, Ben. You don't hear anything, but you do smell something
What does it smell like?
burning.
Okay, something's on fire.
It's probably this.
What,
the
what,
same-
like, can I
City.
can I smell like what it is that's burning? Is it like flesh or is it like
You can't tell. It just smells like burning.
okay fire bad?
We're in a forest, aren't we?
Scared.
All right, Frankenstein.
Well, to be fair, I'm immune to fire, but you guys aren't.
I'm perfectly down for not getting burned alive.
Yeah. You guys.
Hearing that something's on fire, Johnson runs up the hill, and he just stops.
I go up there and
I'm
follow him up
following
there
him.
and look to see what he's
I
so shocked.
Argendelle,
going?
like comes right behind him, but he kind of
You-
already knows what to expect.
Yeah. You run up the hill, and the only one who's not surprised is Argendelle. You see the city on fire. Everything has gone up in flames. There are people running for their lives out of the city. Some people manage to make it, but others don't. On the outskirts of the cities, you can see people that have just barely made it out of the door get grabbed by their collars, and all of a sudden they get pulled back into the city, where you see limbs go flying, blood is splattered all over the ground, and people are being torn apart by creatures that you can't see. They look humanoid from what you can see of them when they're grabbing people, but as far as that, you don't know.
Are you sure it's not my mother?